Hey guys, welcome to quique'stime. My name is Quique, and today I will bring you the tarot decks which are designed by Masa Kuzuki. He just launched his decks on January the 11th, and I will do two parts of two videos. The part one is the review of the Cucoloris tarot, and the second part will be the tarot magician. So my name is Kiki. I'm currently living in Spain, and I am a first level of Carillion Wiccan, and I also study the Reiki, and I study Tarot de Marseille, and among other stuff. So let me introduce these decks briefly. To this year, Masa has designed two sets of decks. The first set of deck called Cucoloris, which belongs to the Rider-Waite-Smith style system. And the second set is the Tarot Magician, which is kind of the ancient tarot system. So each set of decks comes with one regular version and two special versions. For the Cucoloris Tarot, we have the White Knight and Sleepwalk. For Tarot Magician, we have Sleeplessness and the Daydream. Each regular version is printed on high-quality black cord paper made in China and comes with two bonus cards and one special card. This has the limited edition of 2,500 decks. So is with the regular version of Tarot Magician. And for the special version, we have, let's see. The cards are printed on 330 grams high quality black cord paper from Germany, which is kind of like the best cardstock for printing cards, and comes with 78 basic arcana cards, 14 bonus cards, 2 special cards, and 5 moon phase cards. And this is with the Tarot Magician, but with the Cucoloris Tarot, we have some secret cards. And later, I will show you guys all of these cards and the limited edition of 800. So we all know that these cardstocks, the high quality black paper card paper, is very good for printing playing cards and tarot cards. But many factories, in order to maximize the profits, they decide to use the common coated art paper. They are cheap, but not very good for storage and the usage of card for a long time. And they get worn like very easily. So Masa, as he pursued the high quality of artwork, so he decided to print them in the high quality black cord paper. So that's the kind of thing that I should mention. And besides that, the price is a little bit high, but after my introduction, after my review, you guys will know that it's totally worth it. It's totally worth the money. I actually think it worth more. So with no further ado, let's get on to the Cucoloris Tarot. So what we have here are the major arcanas of the Cucoloris Tarot. We have the regular version, the special version of White Knight, and the special version of Sleepwalk. So I will do a comparison of each version and to see how the image changed. And the first one we have here is the publishing card, and we have the number. Well, I don't have the number because these are the sample decks that he sent me, and I just got them yesterday. So today I'm doing this video to show you guys the cards. So I have no number here. Masa just received these decks from the factory and he sent them to me. So I am really, really grateful and I'm super excited to do this video. So the no number is the best number. So we just put them aside. And oh my god, oh my dear, I'm just astonished by these cards, by the design of the images. I don't really like the Rider-Waite-Smith style. I don't read with them. I'm not familiar with them. But these cards, the design, they're just beautiful. They're just gorgeous. They're just so lovely. So I just really love them. Actually, I decided to read more about the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot just because of this work. So as we can see, the regular version is kind of small, with the smaller than the special version, and the card backs are kind of like this. So that's it. And the first card we have. What we have here is the full card. So personally, well, many people ask me that, Gige, which deck should I buy? I mean, if you are not short of money, I suggest you to buy all of them. But if you have to choose between one of them, I really suggest that you decide between two special versions. Because personally, I don't really like the fade effect of color. So it's kind of like the special versions. They are neat. The image is neat. The color is pure, and it's kind of simple. The design is really simple. So this little guy, his color is kind of really close to the background. But this, we have all the images in black. It's kind of like silhouette effect. And this is the in white color. So I really like the special versions. And this is printed on high quality black core paper made in China. And it feels kind of like, I don't know, it feels steady. It's not very flexible. But this card, it feels thinner and it's really flexible. It's printed on the black core paper from Germany. So the quality is really, really great. I mean, you can really feel that with your hands. And also the surface, because of the oil anointed on the paper, I think the special version feels better than the regular version. This kind of like very smoothy, but I don't know, I really love this. You guys have to buy this to feel it with your hands, to feel it yourself. So it's really amazing. So I will just basically go through all the cards and show you guys what they're like. Oh, and by the way, that because I helped Masa translate the booklet, the instruction booklet, so he sent me these decks as a gift, and I decided to do a review. So I just hope you guys will like it. And we have Magician. If you guys have the previous Silhouette Tarot, you can just make a comparison. I mean, the color, the design, they're just so neat. They're just so, I don't know, so artistic. And the Pope. The Lovers. strength. And I really like the design of the Hermit card because it's like these plants, or what is it called? They're kind of like isolate the Hermit from the outside world. So I really like how Masa integrated the design with the card meaning. So I really like this one. And we have the Wheel of Fortune that's kind of special. We have Justice. The Handman. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. Oops. The Sun. The Judgment. And the World. So that's basically the major arcanas, and we can see that in the regular version, the color, there are multiple colors, but I prefer the simple design, simple one. So I really like the special version. So now I will show you the minor arcanas, starting with the Suit of Wands. So let's see the Suit of Wands. Oh, and there's another thing of the image that I forgot to mention, that as we can see, we have these design of these dots. I don't know if you can see them on camera. It kind of gives us the feeling, the texture of this feeling. It's really, it's really awesome. I really like these dots. It really gives me this really good feeling of texture. And we have Three of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Well, messages follows the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card image and symbolism, so it's not really hard to learn and to read with them. And as we can see that, for example, with the regular version, we have the Suit of Wands, we have this yellowish red color, this warm tone of color, because it relates to the element of fire. So Masa uses this change of from yellow to orange and kind of like pinky color, and which is really like, he really thought about it. So that's the Suit of Wands, and let's see the Suit of Cups, the chalices. So now we have the different versions of the chalice. So as we can see, Masa uses a flower to represent the chalice. So I think that's really clever. because flowers we water them, and it relates to the element water, and the color, the bluish color, also relates to the this element. I think it's quite enjoyable just to listen to how it sounds to flip the cards. I mean, you can hear the quality, you can feel it, you can see that. That's just so, I mean, he really thought about how to represent his work and how to make it an artwork. And just see how the flowers decorates the hat and all these decorations, how it integrates together to represent the traditional meaning. That's so clever. I interviewed Masa last year in July or June, and he told me that for him, tarot cards are just as artworks. He doesn't use the character, or he does not use tarot cards to pretell the future very often, because for him, they're just another kind of artwork. So that's why when Masa designed these decks, he paid more attention to the images, to the color, the patterns, than the meaning. Because sometimes, well, we can use these decks to do readings, but they're really, I mean, they're also a kind of artwork, so it's really worth the money. So now we have the Suit of Swords. So Masa uses color of purple to represent this kind of feeling of sorrow. Many of you may think that in order to represent the element of air, why don't we use blue or white? Well, that depends on each of you. Masa chooses to use this kind of color while he has his own interpretation. So let's get on with it. As we can see, for Masa, the Suit of Swords is not just about swords. It's about all kind of equipments, metal equipment. For example, here, instead of swords, we have scissors. So that's really clever. So now, in the Four of Swords, we have this shuffle that represents the swords. And we have umbrellas, which give us this feeling, metallic feeling. And here we have other metal equipment that resembles the swords. And now we have Eight of Swords with vines with these little pins, gives us this feeling of sorrow. And here we have butterflies. Masa uses butterflies to represent the swords because he considers that now that the swords represent the element of air, so the butterflies, they fly in the air and they kind of like relate to each other. So we can see how Masa mix the design concept with the image and with the symbol correspondence and the meaning of cards. So well done, Masa. And now we have the shattered glass. So that's the suit of swords, and let's see the suit of pentacles. So now we have the suit of pentacles. And as we can see how Masa uses this characteristic of the pentacles, because they have this round shape, and he relates this kind of shape with other things. For example, now we have the bicycles, the wheels of the bicycles. Because for Masa, the pentacles in his deck do not just represent pentacles or coins, they represent a lot of things. And in later cards, we will see that. There's a slightly different thing that I should mention in Five of Pentacles, because usually in this special version, we see that the figures are usually in black, and in this one, the figures are usually white. But in this card, Five of Pentacles, they kind of switch the colors. But from the card back, we can see that it corresponds with this version. And this is the card I'm talking about, that in the Six of Pentacles, and it also can be balloons. So this kind of design is really clever and unique and creative. And it can also be fruits, or even gears in the Eight of Pentacles. Oops, sorry. And we have Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So now we've seen all the major arcanas and the minor arcanas. And now let's get to the special cards and bonus cards. So here are the bonus cards and the special card from the regular version of Cucoloris. The cards from that are above are the original cards that comes with the deck, and the cards below, they are the bonus cards. The bonus cards are different kind of designs, which Masa made and decided to use both of them. And as we can see in the card of Justice, in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card, it's number 11, sorry. And in the Marseille, it's number 8. And we have different kind of strength. The first one is the traditional strength that we see a lady with a lion. And we have a warrior. This, I think, he inspired from the ancient tarot, because we have Visconti, which is a male that represents the strength. It's like a physical strength. And it's also, I think, it's from the story, the biblical story, the Samson, and he is a warrior who fights against the monsters. So I think they are kind of related. And of course, we have, as a special card, we have the Cucoloris, a young girl standing in the light. And when a boy takes a picture, of course, the picture will be the kind of like silhouette effect. So it's Cucoloris. So let's see the special cards and bonus cards from the special versions. So what we have here are the bonus cards, special cards from the special versions. the White Knight and Sleepwalk. And in order to compare, we have this pile of deck from the from the White Knight, and in order to compare the images, these are the bonus cards. These are the original cards. So the first one, we have the Empress. And then we have the Lovers. This design of Lover is really a Marseille style. We have 3 figures, a boy in the middle. He's giving the girl a flower and he's looking toward another girl, and his feet are split. And it really expresses, and the Cupid angel becomes a bird. So it really expresses the meaning of making choices. I really love this one. And we have Justice of number 8. That's also from the Marseille system. A Wheel of Fortune. And we have the same strength of number 11. We have the Temperance. The Temperance is also like the Marseille Tarot, the way she looks, the flower on her head. Yeah. The Star. And the sun is also like Marseille. In the Marseille, we have a big sun with a smiling face from above, and we have 2 children playing. And this is a very traditional Rider-Waite-Smith system. And we have the Judgment, the 3 people at the bottom. They turn into 3 flowers. That's really cute. And we have globe. In addition to the world, we have a globe. And we have 10 of Wands. The 2 of Chalices. Ace of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. So now we're looking at the special cards from the 2 special versions. And these special cards are, these figures in the cards are relatives or friends of Masa. So we can see that Masa dedicated these cards for his friends and his family. That's really sweet. So let's see what they're like. For the special version of Sleepwalk, we have a special card of Sleepwalk. And for the White Knight, we have a special card named White Knight. I think that these special cards can also be used as some kind of oracle deck, but that's really up to you. And we have the Amity. We have the Liberty. And we have Innocence. So that's all for the Cucoloris Tarot. And in the second part of the video, I'm gonna show you guys the Tarot Magician, which I am really looking forward to because I love, if you read my articles, my articles in Chinese, I study the traditional system. So this design of Tarot Magician follows the ancient system. So I'm really looking forward to show you guys these decks. So I'll see you guys in the next video.